Hello, everyone at home. We're back here with Combo Breaker all in together, and you can't escape crossing fate because we have Blazblue cross tag battle top 4 to bring y'all today, and certainly we can't escape crossing fate. I'm Salty Boy, joined here on the mic with Dostro. What do we have on the docket today?
As we already said, BB Tag, Blazblue Cross Tag Battle, one of my favorite games to watch, one of my favorite games to play. There's going to be a lot of crazy high-flying action because this is a game that is tense, fast, and you can die in an instant. We have our winners finals coming up to you. We have Ryazo versus Razo. Don't get it mixed up because these players are going to mix you up on screen. We're going to get a fist bump in shortly, but this is going to be some tense action. Both of these players highly decorated, multiple games, and BB Tag is one of them, having multiple top 8s, top finishes, and even victories under their belt.
Yes, and I believe they also both made top 4 last year, so it just goes to show the consistency they have with this game. I'm certainly not going to trip over their words as we're going to be going straight into the very first game here. Winners, finals, Razo with the team Yang, Carmine, and Ryazo on the other hand with the interesting Makoto and Yumi.
Yeah, Yumi's the kind of character that really supports a lot of different ones, so it doesn't really have a lot of, we can get a lot of variance based on who we want to save with Yumi on the other side, but Razo tried, true, and tested with a team like this.
You, Razo, already off to an explosive start as Ryazo's characters are both down 50%. This is a massive advantage for Razo, but if you know BB Tag, you know it can be very easy to make it back from these kind of scenarios.
Yeah, as long as you have 2 characters, we go for the unblockable. The super comes out, and because we tagged out, Carmine is still safe. Razo has the initiative. Ryazo's fighting back with 1 character left and at a deep deficit, just not having access to the options.
And we just also don't have level 4 Resonance Blaze, which is going to be very difficult for Ryazo to even stage this comeback because of that. And Razo, with this combo, should be enough. Potentially cross combo here, extending the combo. Here's the super, the DHC afterwards. I don't think it's enough. The scaling is looking a little tough.
Distortion double, is that enough? 2,000 extra damage.
Hold it on. It is enough, and the cross finish for Razo is going to be an explosive start to this winners finals.
Now this is just a testament to how crazy this game can be. There's a lot of really powerful options. Despite the surface level simplicity of the individual characters in this game, there's a lot of complexity that comes when it comes to team building, team composition, and how each individual characters interact. We saw from Razo, we only saw it once, but it's sort of the bread and butter of Razo's team, that unblockable setup. You get a knockdown, set up the pinwheel assist, that's forward partner with Carmine, and Yang has a command grab. If you try to jump and you try to super, the pinwheel will connect. If you try to stay on the ground, then the command grab will still get you. They're so potent. Ryazo's going to do their best to just stay away from that position entirely.
Yeah, Ryazo's had enough of the Makoto already. He's already switching back to the 9 to his comfort characters, and we'll see if anything ends up changing. However, Razo already going to be sniping that switch in from Ryazo and going to be dealing massive damage to this 9 as we're not going to have enough to actually go for a burst and save them out.
We're going to be able to get the setup, and we get the blood down JC, and the mix-up empty low with the blood bubble off the puddle. Razo misses their combo, though.
Yeah, and now 9 is going to have some time to try and recover that health. Ryazo going to be dealing a good amount of damage to this Carmine. Not enough to go for the kill, though, so we're going to have to try to mix them up one more time here with this cross combo, taking turns. Nice tech on the throw, though, and Razo's going to be able to get out of jail and deal some massive damage to this Yumi now that we don't have any more of that partner gauge left.
Razo gets a little bit of health back from Carmine. Is this a safe jump setup? Are we going to be able to get out? It's not.
Well, he does. Razo still alive with that Carmine. Razo really trying to clean up this Carmine right here, right now. That's going to take out a major piece of Razo's game plan, that unblockable setup like you keep mentioning.
Yeah, but Carmine's still alive. That's all that matters. Razo gets thrown. Ryazo in the driver's seat. We're going to be able to get some damage here. No burst spent because bursts are reactable in this game.
Yeah, but dealing damage to Yang can be a double-edged sword because that eye burn activation can come up at any point and suddenly she's going to start blowing through all of your moves like it's nothing. The Yumi pickup, you got to finish off this combo right here, right now. You cannot let Yang get that install, but she'll get it right now. And now it's going to be very difficult to try and keep her locked here in this corner.
Yeah, push block out gives Razo some room, but the Yumi pickup off the assist allows Razo to take the first character. Anti-air to be right when the cross combo ends. But while Yang is gone, she's left a deep imprint on the stage of this set.
Level 4 resonance for Razo, so we're going to be building up a lot of mirror, a lot of health, as well as this timer is a full timer.
Oh, the 2B anti-air. Full upper body invulnerability on that. That's going to be able to seal it with the super. And Razo 2 games up.
Oh my god, one more game for Razo, and things are looking so dominant so far. This one looked a little bit better on Ryazo's side after that 9 swap, able to get one of those characters down and almost taking out Carmine, but just an unlucky Carmine snipe.
Dog, they mashed rematch. They mashed it. They want in. These BB tag players are ruthless.
Yeah, they won blood, they won, and now Ryazo finding the early hit on Razo, and a great reaction to that burst is going to smoke the Carmine on his entry.
Yeah, we possible unblockable setup, gets through, no press available. Razo trying to escape the back tech, but stealing the corner. That 2B allows for the tag out and getting Carmine a little bit of extra health, as well as this big setup.
Spends the super, locks him down, sets up all those blood puddles, which is going to be very important later on. 9 still not dead, but you got to find an opportunity to get the switch in, and that's going to be difficult when the Yang is using the TP, blowing straight through it, not having to think.
And here we're just looping. We're just looping. Are you going to have to deal with it again? Yes, you are. You can't do nothing about it. We've already tried to escape, but Ryazo push blocks out and is able to punish Carmine. DP comes in, the anti-air, but the tag just in time. Plenty of damage to deal here, but Ryazo not access to their cross combo. This is not permanent damage.
And arguably, this is much more of an advantage for Ryazo right now, having 2 characters, even though Razo has more health, and that's exactly why right here we're blocking out the super, and we should be able to just easily clean this up with the double super spend from Ryazo. Okay.
Little touch and go there. Razo had just full pedal to the metal, but unfortunately a small drop allowed Ryazo to poke out the push block, creating space, and Carmine gone. That's a crucial power difference, especially because of the strength you achieve due to having access to these assist and cross combo mechanics.
Yeah, Yang is strong, but Carmine is really just covering up those weaknesses that Yang has. So not having Carmine anymore is going to be difficult because you don't quite have that screen control without him. All right, Razo. Just going for a little bit of zoning game plan right now, just pushing Razo out, but Ryazo doing the same idea here. It's like, you know what, you want to play the zoning game plan? Well, I'll zone you out as well, and arguably Ryazo's way stronger at doing that than her.
Ryazo has plenty of experience playing a zoning game. Ooh, gets a poke out the 5B connection, but we're still playing that high-flying aerial game. The 5B armored through and gave her the damage to enter Semblance. Sing along, chat, sing along!
I burn, and right now Razo is burning through Ryazo's health bar here on this Yuumi. THC cancel? Yes, we will. This will be plenty. 10k damage off of that hit, and now Ryazo stuck only on the 9, but an immediate press of those buttons is going to catch that Yang and get her out of the picture.
Oh, we keep moving. Very tricky. Ryazo trying to set up, but the delayed entry from Razo gave them an opportunity to block, but unfortunately it's not enough. Ryazo, the push block punish, able to seal it out. Having access to that bar, having access to the defensive mechanics is very potent. It's really a crucial linchpin to the balance of the game, and how the push block and reversal action being tied to the same button even.
Yeah. Yeah, the push block and the reversal action, like sometimes people are asked, like, what's the significance of that? Well, the significance is that if you don't time it correctly, you're going to get blown up for going for a DP right there.
Yeah, we're going to be able to get our own setup here, possibly an unblockable. We went for a different mix-up, putting up the clouds, but it's looking sunny after the rain clears up. Just full armor on that. Yang is so powerful, but Ryazo still reacts to the tricky burst timing from Razo.
And now it's pretty tough here. All right, hold on. Oh, we try to go for the super, but the double teleport from Ryazo is going to provide him enough intangibility to be able to smoke Razo out. And now Ryazo is really just set to win his finals after such a weak start. Razo, just the snowball that just keeps on growing. Razo, though, getting a nice burst timing with that Yang, will be able to get out without taking any damage.
Yeah, the JC block, we're going to try and move forward. The push block actually allows Razo the space to leave the rain. And now we burn. POV Yang Xiaolong is less than 30% of their health bar.
Push block out, and Razo gets punished. Carmine comes in, but a great reaction with the 9 follow-up, and Carmine is down.
Razo just trying to hold on for dear life using 2 characters, but we enter the sandwich. No cross gauge to enter. Oh my god!
Resonance plays it from the TP, but the TP recovers way too fast for that. And now Razzo is going down, sent down to losers as Razzo is staging a massive reverse 3-0. Moves forward to Grands.
Yeah, down 2-0, but not out. We rallied in the end. The first game we found out Makoto's not enough. The second game was just trying to get used to the 9 combination, but we turned that 9 up to 11 like Spinal Tap. We're able to take it 3-0. That's our first qualification into Grand Finals. We're moving on to losers, semis. Salty, why don't you tell us who we have coming up?
We got Nuclear Taco 2042. The numbers are very important, right? There's 2041 other of him. But on the other side, we got a Monkey as well going to be playing against him. So who do we play? What characters do we have on the table?
Nuclear Taco, definitely a staple of many top qualifications in BB Tag on the Yosuke Adachi combination. Yosuke, very high flying with the moonsault flips, and Adachi, one of the evergreen assist characters. But on the flip side, we have something a little unique. Maybe one of the previous shades of Season 1. We should have Susanoo and Gordeau, if we plan to stick to what I saw out in the crowd.
Susanoo Gordeau would be so fun to watch. I'm looking forward to both of these players and what they're going to represent with the characters they have chosen. Susanoo, you know, one of the strongest characters, but definitely needs the support. So Gordeau, being that assist character, is going to be very crucial to his game plan. And Adachi, yeah, one of the evergreen characters, just like Yumi. Like those two characters, once they got added in 2.0, they've always been like, you know, if you ever are not sure of what duo you should be running, just run Yumi or Adachi. You know, it may not be the most correct decision out there, but it will work.
An easy choice. If you want to pick BB Tag, and I recommend you do, just pick your favorite character, the character you think is the coolest, put Yumi or Adachi on back, and you have a complete team. But it looks like we might be getting a bit of an alternate team here. On the side of Nuclear Taco, Ragna Akatsuki. I did see Nuclear Taco practicing this on the outside. Monkey already with the setup, but since we activated our assist there, we didn't have access to the burst punish, but we catch
massive
the
JB
throw crush.
All right, now Monkey has him back up against the wall. Into the throw.
We've already seen the throw play a crucial point in these characters. Monkey went for the quick throw, went for the throw bait, and now another one. It begets a dead character. Akatsuki is gone, and now sandwich applied. We have our sandwich artistry on the side of Monkey.
DP in response. We're not going to have it. We're playing Susanoo.
Dude, there's an echo in here.
Okay.
Able to get some
just running down this resonance timer. Spends the super. Smart decision.
Resonance timer only frees when you get your own super, but now the confirmation off of the cross combo. Plenty of damage, but the accidental cross through. Gordeau able to save it with the Grim Reaper, that neutral P.
Dude, I know Monkey panicked when he saw the 236 V go under. He was like, oh snap, Gordeau, clean this up for me. And it looks like Nuclear Taco is like, oh snap, I went down. Adachi, Yosuke, clean this up for me.
Yeah, I think that Akatsuki is another like very great assist character and does really good at rounding out a team. Ragna as well, very just strong fundamental characters. But this is what Nuclear Taco is used to, and he wants to sort of play that high-flying game with Yosuke while having the backup of Adachi. Adachi's 6P, as well as access to that A and B Zeodyne, really great tools to cover up the screen and allow your other character to control the rest of the round.
And this is going to make it even more important for Gordeau to be that assist character for Susanoo, because Susanoo just cannot really deal with the Adachi when he's zoning out, but maybe you don't have to deal with them if you're going to be doing a lot of damage to this Adachi. And instead, good push block. And I like the cross combo in response to trying to keep this corner control, but Nuclear Taco is still able to weasel his way out and punch Susanoo in return.
We're going to be able to get a setup here. Goes to the other side, sandwich applied, and the JC comes out, but the DP, just to stay safe, we completely whip punished that 5B on the flip out.
Okay, now Yosuke is a very tricky character. Trying to burst him is going to be tough, and you can see that Monkey's holding on to his burst gauge for the critical moment, and he finds it, catching the Yosuke when he's up there in the air. No way for Adachi to try and punch that Susanoo on his entry.
Yeah, and JC in Persona, but JB in BB Tag, quite a strong button, one of the best air normals in the game. We're going to be catching it. Monkey stuck in the corner, setup applied here. Jump back, air dash forward. We set up with the assist. And the burst comes out. While the partner is available, it doesn't matter though. The reversal super. Nuclear Taco puts damage on the board.
Oh, try to go for an anti-air attempt, but Yosuke is just so slippery, and he's able to find his way out as he should be able to take down Gordo here. Monkey not spending that burst, doesn't really care about saving the Gordo. He just wants the one-touch potential of the Susano in the back, but he might not even get that as Nuclear Taco just needs that one touch to take down the Susano and take the game for himself.
Seals it out with the cross slash. Nuclear Taco, a quick 1-1 on the board after falling down in that first game. Turned out the Ragna Akatsuki was not quite what it takes. Nuclear Taco decides, you know what, it's given the main stuff.
Yep. Now we're at a 1-1, a tie in this set. Who's going to break that parity as we get to game number 3? Gordo immediately trying to find some lucky hits against Yosuke at round start, but every single time Nuclear Taco is like backing up, playing it safe as possible.
Yeah, the Yosuke is so hard to connect against because he's always in the sky, he's always doing those moonsaults, and he has the teleports just to make it harder. And the full screen 5 DP off of the wake up. Monkey just wants to stay safe, and we finally got Susano out. They're going to be able to gain some of that health back. Oh, anti-air simulation, complete miss.
Oh, and as we try to swap back to the Gordo, Nuclear Taco focusing him down. I mean, this is such a huge lead. Very similar to that previous game we just saw.
Oh,
the extension of the Adachi assist. But we dropped the combo.
Goes for the V slash. There's the DP reversal action, all recoverable damage. Nuclear Taco completely committing to the Yosuke neutral. Gets the happy birthday. We're going to be able to seal out Gordo's fate and maybe
Will this be enough to
Susano's.
kill? We got 2 supers. No, we dropped the combo. Monkey getting himself out, but Adachi's going to get smacked. No, he's not actually.
He disappears, and the life bar of Susano goes with them. That's 2-1 now. All of that damage that Nuclear Taco took, only a sliver of it was completely unrecoverable. That was such a ton of red damage to get back there. It seems like so much of Monkey's hits came from those reversal actions.
Yeah. Now we're going to be going back to characters like for Monkey. It might be the Susano that's just not working right now. I feel like Susano really struggles against characters like Yosuke and Adachi, but looks like we're going to be swapping things up instead. Going for the U, a little more consistent than the Gordo, and we'll see if anything changes on that end.
Yeah, we have another Izanagi user, the persona between you and Adachi. They both share it.
Yeah, they're very similar characters. You know, there's one that's clearly stronger than the other. But I would say, like, Yu is a perfect counter to Adachi, which is very funny.
It's all about that sword.
Yeah, it's all about that sword. It's about the space that Yu was to play at. And, you know, Adachi really actually, funnily enough, struggles in the mid-range because a lot of his best mid-range buttons are tied to, like, 5B, his personas. So they can get persona broken, and it does leave Adachi in a very awkward spot.
Gets the 5C. It is still offline sometimes.
Give me extension off the AZO now that we're up by the corner. DP going to go smack both Adachi and Yosuke, but Nuclear Taco immediately back on the offensive. Great assist with the 6P from you, and we're going to go for the DHC just to make sure that we can take Adachi out of the game.
How's it feel, Adachi? I was here first. I was here first. Oh, backdash is the 5A attempt here. We're just using that sword normal. Narukami very good as a solo and assist character, just true all-rounder to his nature, coming back from Persona 4 even.
Monkey just trying to run down this resonance timer, does not want to deal with it. We found a hit on the U with the moonsault, but not the Susano, which was arguably more important, the counter hit, but we messed up the timing, not able to get the punish. Nuclear Taco still alive, but going to get smacked by counter hit JB, and once again, Monkey really struggling to get these pickups off the awkward confirms.
Ooh, tries the moonsault, just that cross completely irrelevant there. This is damage all on Susano, but if Monkey gets a chance to escape the empty low, they don't even get a burst here, right into the super. We're tied on game here. Monkey still access to resonance though.
But if you want any character to deal with Yosuke, you want the U instead of Susano. And immediately Monkey goes for the anti-air and immediately goes straight to the super.
Yeah, you can only cancel specials into super in resonance. And good awareness from Monkey, just using those resources.
Nuclear Taco still alive. Monkey trying to play it as safe as possible. Toss out these projectiles to fill up the screen. And the DP catches Nuclear Taco out of the air.
Air unblockable. They were looking for it. Monkey scouting with the CZO, just trying to lock them down. And the one time Nuclear Taco decides not to push block. That's when the DP comes out. Monkey, spectacular awareness.
And mashing the rematch. We're getting right back into the swing of things once again. A final game right here, y'all. Game number 5 of Losers Semis.
Just getting caught by that 5BB. There's that reversal action and caught on countering it from the top there. Good awareness to catch that confirmation.
And I like the usage of 4P with Susano to try and lock down Yosuke in the corner because he wants to be jumping out of that corner so often. And you are sandwiched up. You cannot burst this straight into the super. Susano is definitely going to score this kill.
Especially with that resonance buff there, or with the cross combo. Now it's just up to Adachi, but we do have a full stick of health here, but low resonance level. Have to be up to how Nuclear Taco maneuvers through neutral.
Yeah, using the BZO meaty and resonance active so that Monkey cannot burst out. And now we are playing a 1v1 here, y'all. Honest BB tag, or as honest as you can be, as we spend the DP, actually killing the persona in the process. We try to go for that BZO in the air.
Waiting just in case.
That's dead. No way you live with Susano 5B like that.
Oh, what's the number, chat? What's the number?
13K. Oh, I'm right on the money.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Monkey finds the answer with the Yu Narukami to take those last 2 games in a comfortable fashion over Nuclear Taco. Who I believe, if memory serves correct, Nuclear Taco was our champion at AIT last year.
I think so. And if he wasn't, definitely in the running.
Chad, if you can correct me, you can go back to AIT 2024. But this is 2025, the 10th anniversary of Combo Breaker. And this is, I think, the 7th year of BB Tag, 2018, I do believe. Dang. Yeah,
it has been quite a while, huh?
Currently the 8th year. I think this is the
7th
anniversary.
Was it 2018 or 2017?
It came out in 2018. I believe
Okay.
It came out in May. This is recently having its 7th anniversary and onto its 8th year of competition. One of the, like I said this again before, and I'll say it again, truly one of my favorite games to watch because it's so crazy. And these players have just grown and grown and grown. And this is late stage BB Tag. The game has not changed since November 2019 in 2.0. Basically, that's when maybe some like small changes like rollback. Small change.
Yeah, but even despite that, the community is still staying strong. As you can see, we have these strong players still in attendance to play in the side tournament. And just for the love of the game, and I truly respect that. And, you know, one of my favorite games to watch as well. It is, you know, whenever I recommend a game that someone should watch is like, you know, what's the best spectator game? Like Street Fighter is fun. I don't know if I would say that's the best spectator game. I think like Tekken's up there, right? I also think BB Tag's up there. You know,
I have
partly due to like Blitz Tank up in there, right?
Oh man, we were so close to having a Blitz Tank in top 4 by the pilot of Ronan Healy, I do believe,
yeah.
Marvel 3 player, the Taskmaster player. I have a soft spot as far as spectator games go for versus games, but I was built on the madness, so it's a lot easier for me to decipher. But just look at all the colors, man. Look at all the colors. Look at all the characters. Like Marvel 3, Marvel 2. We have BB Tag, Skullgirls. Even Power Rangers Battle for the Grid is pretty fun to watch. I have a little bias there, but it's just, I love the insanity. And I've been going out. I've been going to the Hunter x Hunter booth. There's so much crazy stuff going on over there. Crossing Fate returns. This is BB Tag Top 4. I'm Dasso here, joined by Salty Boy. We have 2 more matches to bring to you. 2 more great matches. We're on Losers Finals. Who do we got, Salty?
We got Monkey and we got Razzo. Razzo sent down to the losers by Razzo, their alter ego. And Monkey on the other hand making an incredible run in this bracket so far. But Razzo is going to be that big wall that we're going to have to surmount to be able to get to grand finals and get a chance at taking down the king. But right now, that is a great start to have, already making Razzo spend that burst.
Yeah, but Razzo was the player to send Monkey down to losers. We'll have to see if they've had the time to reassess. Great tag out on the Grand Viper here. Now we're in the corner. This is heavy damage. This is the Susano game.
Backing up, right back in for the overhead. Meaty setup. Monkey going to be able to spend that super, switch to Gordeau, switch to Susano on back, and use that 5C to, or that 5A to keep Gordeau in check and to back him up.
Razzo just getting that stagger pressure, trying to bait Monkey into those DPs. We saw them let him rip against Nuclear Taco plenty of times. Assist trading out, but Razzo's the first one to press the button, and she's going to lose Yang for that if we can build the meter, but we still have cross combo available.
No, that's not enough to go for the finish, so Monkey just keeping this Yang alive, but Burn is active, and we'll see how much it's going to do for Razzo here to make this comeback.
Pickups here. There's going to be plenty of damage. We'll have to see if we want to spend. We get the burst coming out. It doesn't do damage to kill, but right now, Yang is on a pixel.
One touch will take it. Great conversion for Razzo to deal some extra damage onto this Gordeau. We're actually going to swap to the Carmine just so we have a little bit more health, and Yang can take a little bit of time to recover some of that health back again.
Oh, the cross up. We tried to call an assist in just to keep it safe. The 4P covering so much space, but Razzo makes it out, and we punish the JC on landing. That kills Carmine, but we get the guaranteed punish on Super.
Gordeau is gone. Resonance plays for Razzo becoming active. Monkey still holding on to that Resonance plays. Going to pop it now from full screen. Has the full Resonance plays on Stalker, but Razzo is going to get that finish regardless.
Monkey was off to a spectacular start, getting punishes on Razzo here and there, but Razzo keeping composure. That's a championship mentality, keeping composure throughout the entire game just to manage our resources so that we still have one character left when we see the KO. That's one up for Razzo. Monkey doing quite a good job to keep up, though.
And managing those resources really was the name of the game. Being able to swap to Carmine just to keep that Yang in the back was so smart. DP from Razzo is going to blow through that offense from Monkey immediately. No burst from Monkey with this combo. It's not going to be doing too much to where I think Monkey is worried about it. But this next situation is definitely something to be worried about, and we're going to see that Gordeau burst come through. No punish, though.
There's going to be some solid damage. And no burst available for Monkey. We're going to get the free unblockable setup. The DP is not invincible enough. Razzo is able to do it once more, and here it happens again, but unfortunate drop allows Monkey to survive, but not for long.
Into the Super. This should be enough to get the kill, and we're going to go for the throw ender as well, just to make sure that Monkey cannot burst that final moment. So I think Monkey was definitely looking to hold on to that burst. I don't think we have level 4 resistance, but we're going to see the God press to the other side.
That's tons of damage, huge starter. We'll have to see. Razzo has burst.
The combo.
He decides to save it just to stay in the game when she has the neutral available.
Resonance activation, here we go. Provide a little bit of intangibility to this cross combo, but now we got to block this sequence, and unfortunately Monkey does not have it in him.
Solid damage, we might be able to get the unblockable setup here. Tries for something a little bit special there, just the meaty, as we didn't have the bar to spend the assist cancel. And there's the swap, left, right, get us cross side. Razzo, another game to win.
Another distortion finish, this time looking much more in Razzo's favor. Maybe we'll see a character swap for Monkey coming in here. Maybe the Gordeau isn't working. Maybe we'll see another U swap. Either way, Monkey has a long road ahead of him as he needs to win this reverse 3-0 over one of the best BB tag players in the world.
Yeah, we saw the Narukami able to bring it back 2 games in a row, but now we have 3. We're sitting on a fat donut here. This is 2-0. Monkey's going to have to get reverse 3-0 and is committing to the Narukami over Gordeau as our final selection here in Losers Finals. Razzo still sticking with the Yang Carmine, excuse me. This is one more game to move back for the rematch against Rialzo and Grant.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Let's see if Monkey can break the cycle as we start things off. Monkey already going to make Razzo spend that meter on that pushback. Both players without meter in the tank, and Monkey not able to burst that one, but we're going to be seeing a DP blow Carmine and Yang away.
When in doubt, 5B it out. Tries to get the assist covered, but the JC gets the pickup, and the jump cancel off the 2B allows Monkey to stay safe. Razzo just taking so much damage.
Oh no, I think we dropped that. I think we could have killed that Carmine right there if we used a different assist, or we timed it a little bit better. Either way, Razzo has both characters still alive, and we want to see the grab come through to give Carmine a little bit of that health back. Massive hits, but we dropped the combo. We're going to spend the super. That's going to deal massive damage to Yang, but Yang is still alive, and we got happy birthday. Wait, hold on.
We're going to rock this as long as we can, but pixels of life on the side of Razzo's team were building a little bit, trying to get the sandwich, the DP to seal it out. Razzo in semblance, I burn a comet straight to grand finals.
3-0 Razzo making a statement over Monkey as Razzo is fiending for that Ryuzo run back.
3 straight games. It looked like the Narukami pick was doing a great job there once more, but just the small micromanagement, the optimizations, the awareness, especially in the last interaction, catching that active tag switch on the cross combo, DP air punish. Razzo is fully locked in, eyes on the screen, plugged directly into the Matrix.
All right, Ryuzo getting his gear ready. He got the sweater. That's going to give him the buff, right?
It's the best time to wear a pink sweater, man. It's all the time.
Yeah, the moment the pink sweater comes out, he loses 50% of his power. He needs it on.
Ryuzo, an evergreen staple of many communities. I've seen them have success in BB Tag, in multiple anime games, in Blue Fantasy Versus. I know they were a qualifier into the Arc World Tour earlier this year, so they've definitely been on the grind for plenty of games. And as I mentioned, I believe they were in DNF finals last year, so plenty of experience just on a stage such as this one. Razzo, of course, no stranger either, just getting 7th place at Guilty Gear Strive, literally minutes before she sat down to play BB Tag in our stream here.
Yeah, it is really interesting to see. Like we're here watching BB Tag top 4, and we're having a great time. But it's so funny how like at the same time, like minutes before, even at the same time, these players are currently playing in these much bigger brackets. But it just goes to show that they care about the community, they care about the game, and they just want to be here to support it. And you know what? I'm here for that. Hey, we're putting on a good show. Hopefully y'all are enjoying BB Tag so far, because we're getting straight into grand finals pretty soon here as we go ahead and buy our colors.
Well, this is the important part. This is the important part about BB Tag, because there's so many colors that you just have to have. You have to have the ability to wear your own. You can hear it in the background, the little shop clicking around. Yeah. I'm seeing a Merkava selection.
Oh.
Are we going to pick up our side team?
Yumi, okay. Hopefully Ryuzo didn't need any colors either, because we only have 4,000 money left in the tank for this.
That's not enough to get our colors, unfortunately. Shout out to a lot of our stream runners. They love to host games for us, but sometimes we just roll the dice wrong and pick up the wrong PlayStation, so we can't look as fly as we want. But FlyQuest Razzo, we might be getting a team swap, because one of her secondary teams is the Merkava Hakume. That's what she's had plenty of time playing on, but I am hearing some different teams.
I'm sure y'all are hearing it too. Hold up, the Aegis from Razzo?
I believe this would be backwards.
Oh yeah, Aegis from Razzo. Okay, this is a very interesting, different team. Razzo representing right here. I think Razzo just buying the Merkava colors just in case we want to swap later on during this set. As the fallback plan.
The mind games start when you sit down. The mind games start when you sit down, and sometimes you just gotta show, are we thinking about playing the Merkava? Maybe.
Are we thinking about playing the Aegis? I'm down for it. I think Aegis is a super cool character, but she's definitely much harder to execute than the characters that Razzo was playing before.
She's like a secret top tier, and secret's a bit of an air quotes because this game's been out for a while, and we have a lot of exploration in what we're going. But this is going to be a tight match to see here. This is Ryuzo on the player 1 side, Razzo on player 2 side, rocking that yellow, her favorite color. At least the pick and fighting games. This is a completely different matchup that we saw earlier between the two. We'll have to see. Ryuzo playing a little bit tricky with their team selection process.
It's going to be interesting to see why Razzo is leaning towards his Aegis here, even though the 9 was what won him in that previous set. But we'll see as Razzo is already making a statement here. Fakes out the Carmine Burst and will be dealing a good amount of holy. How much damage?
Those air series that we get from Ryuzo, they are unburstable, so there's a lot of really tricky stuff that Aegis can get. And even with the Orgia mode, it makes things a lot more difficult. Punishes with the 6P there and a sandwich applied here. It's going to be hard to block here because we have the high lows and the left rights to worry about.
All right, find a hit with the gunshot there. Not going to end up actually leading to a full combo, but Razzo is constantly getting sniped out by all the stuff that Razzo is just tossing onto the screen. Adachi finished things off.
Ryazo showing some creativity in how they build their teams. While there is the classic
Merkava's coming
Adachi backup, Ryazo has shown us plenty of play in how they want to build the characters they play
Hakumen
with.
Merkava. Oh, snap.
Oh, yes. This is going to be a different pacing here. The Yang allows Ryazo to play a lot more aggressively, especially with those 5B armors. But with Hakumen and Merkava, they both have really great ways to set up at longer ranges, and I think this might play well into the Aegis. We'll have to see how the Zeodynes coming from Adachi play against Razo's team here, and how Razo wants to play. This is the second game here in Grand Finals.
Yeah, we're going to be leading off with the Hakumen immediately spending that meter, hoping that Ryazo was going to meet him with a button on round start, but it's not going to actually work out in Razo's favor. So Razo spending that first, trying to get that Merkava out of that combo. BCO going to connect fully, and that's the wall splat. Ryazo going to be getting a good grip of damage off that confirm here.
And that's another thing about the counter. It makes things as a bit of a pause button. Oh, spending that gauge just to stay advantage here. This is Ryazo picking up some damage. We're going to be able to put up an unblockable if we want to. Oh, there it is, but we mistimed it with Ryazo with a spectacular push block as well.
Very nice. Aegis
Orkia.
just headlining this set so far.
Oh, happy birthday!
Oh my god, oh my god, we got 2 meter, we have the super, charge it up. Is it enough? No, it is not. Aegis still alive, but the run-up throw from the Merkava never expected from the Zoner. Ryazo now only with the Adachi tries to go for a 2B anti-air, but nah, not today.
Oh, but that's a high resonance activation. We are completely intangible on the way down. This is going to turn into damage. Pick up afterwards. There we go.
You gotta be very cognizant of that parry though. AZO into the super once again. Just dump all that meter. 236C. Okay, good break on the Persona. 236C once again, keeping Ryazo on his front full screen. But Merkava with these giant buttons is going to find a way in, and the flight is not going to get blocked overhead.
Yeah, that JA hitting so far away. Ryazo with the team swap allows another tie here between the two of them. But Ryazo on the other side decides to stick with the Aegis. We have plenty of time to work with, and even just one set to give. We'll have to see what their decision-making process works with as we move forward. This is Game 3, Grand Finals, set number 1.
Really, Ryazo going on the defensive, just tossing out these bullets, and then going in for the assist with the Adachi for the extension. Oh, we almost got a punch, but we're still able to get the counter hit as Ryazo trying to press something afterwards.
Gonna be a good confirmation. Knockdown with spacing, extra comfy, and a mix-up. How do you see this empty low? Using that low air dash with the Orgia mode. So tricky, and the jump cancel 2B allows Ryazo to stay with the offensive.
Ryazo just so clean with it, and Ryazo on their final legs needs to make something happen, needs to make it happen now, and this might be what Ryazo needs to get that momentum back. Super on wake up, that will be blocked with the cross combo. We're going to be able to get this kill on Aegis. Unless we burst at the final moment, which we will to save the Aegis, but now Adachi's going to be taking a lot of damage in return.
Super amazing reactions there with the EX parry, and we're able to get out and plenty of damage on the board. This is basically tied up, and now Ryazo has favor after such a strong start from Ryazo.
Okay, but good fall with that 2B anti-air on the Merkava. That might be the most problematic thing that Ryazo has to deal with, because now Hakumen is out. You don't have to worry about this too much. Oh no! Oh, we avoid the counter!
Jubilee fully safe, but we're able to spend that meter.
Hakumen's
so damaging as a character. We're able to get a super if we want. Full from the sky, but not enough to seal it.
Oh, and that super is not enough. 214 BC will not connect Ryazo. And the massive comeback we see right there as Ryazo is now knocking on the door of the reset.
Having to queue up, Ryazo sticking with the Hakumen Merkava, and Ryazo going back to the 9 and the Yuumi, a team that we know them well for, and a team we've seen them so practice with throughout the lifespan of 2.0 BB Tag.
Yeah, tapping into the well once again. Ryazo going back to his main squeeze to take down this Hakumen Merkava team. We'll see if this ends up working for him. It definitely did work for him last time in winners finals with that reverse 3-0, so we will see.
Round start, and there's the reversal, getting the shield up. While the 6B allows to stay safe.
Stalling up into the air as much as possible until the Merkava assist goes away.
Good solve to JC. Both these players being very evasive, just allowing their assists to play that neutral for us. JC hits on the way down. We tried to get the EX big punch. That's a clean pickup. The dash escape was not enough. The 5A picks it up. Razzo supers to just seal up the damage.
Oh no, 9 might be out of the picture, but no, the throw comes out, and I know Razzo's going to try to go for a safe swap here.
We're going to be able to set up if we want to. There's the tag, but unfortunately we pressed the assist at the wrong time. It doesn't punish.
Good block so far. Can't set the unblockable because we don't have enough of that partner gauge left.
Putting out the fireball with the backup of 9 allows us to get the pickup, even though the freeze only lasts for such a short time. And we punish the reversal.
Oh, and the punish on the Hakumen as well as we smartly switch back to the Yuumi to get that pickup.
Yeah, but this isn't enough to kill Hakumen. Plenty of life. All that matters is we have 2 characters. The low comes out, Razzo not blocking.
Immediately going to super, blocking out the burst from Razzo, but that's not going to be a lot of damage here. Cross combo. Let's see what we do.
The 4B actually takes Ryuzo out of the air and gives us a full auto combo series. And now offense from Merkava gets the low pickup. Ryuzo losing some life, but the drop combo gives them a room to breathe.
But blocking him out, 9 pulling them from full screen, but now Yuumi is out of the picture. Razzo, 1 character left to get this reset, but what a character it is! Blocking out the 214A. Just stalling out in the air. We have Resonance. We want to pop it now, but we get smacked by the Merkava DP, and now Razzo has been reset in Grand Finals, back cleaning the slate to a 0-0.
That was the same way we saw the set versus Monkey finish. Razzo with the cross combo tag out, allowing her to recognize that Ryuzo's still in the screen. The DP unblockable sets the 3-game win, and now this is true Grand Finals here. BB tag.
Razzo brought Razzo down to her level, but can she finish the job is the question now that Razzo's back on his main team. And looks like we're already off to the races. Razzo taking a lot of Hakumen's health away into the DP as well to just knock that Merkava out of the picture.
With a push block punish there, the anti-air kidnap too. Razzo making some great decision points here. Easy into the super, just wants to cash out some damage.
Flight all the way in, no push blocks from Razzo coming in.
Still in block stun there. The throw whip allows Razzo to pick up. We're going to build lots of our elemental gauge. What's our setup here?
Looking for a burst, and we found the burst, and now we can safely swap to Yuumi afterwards.
We're going to be able to set up once more. Oh yes, it is fully safe after you proc the defense from the reversal action, but this is going to do plenty of damage and might even seal it with the resonance buff here on the distortion double. The burst comes out.
Okay, but that combo was still able to get that cleaned up. Yuumi swapping over to there. Don't want to lose the 9. And now the Merkava is going down without a fight. Razzo, 1 game up here in the Grand Finals for the set.
Razzo being very brave and spending that reversal action, maybe trying to push block out, but just completely leaning on the conception that Ryuzo was looking for a resonance activation from Razzo. Despite that, Ryuzo maintains course and allows that first game to be pulled in their favor.
All right, let's see what we have in store for game number 2. Razzo finding a great hit with that Hakumen. Getting the knockdown here in the corner. Yes, there we go.
All meterless 6,000. Light confirm, unblockable setup. There's that 2B coming out. Just the push block to get some space here. JC nearly across up. We burst out at a guaranteed point. Yuumi on the lifeline though. The tag out comes for Ryuzo and allows them some life to be recovered, but life eliminated. Razzo gets a combo.
All the way up high here. Tries to go for a throw. Hakumen throwing the strike afterwards, but not coming out of time.
The anti-air completely connected, but the side swap Yumi picked up with the assist. Ryazo trying to punish, but the way the angles come in with Yumi, it's so difficult.
Merkava in, Hakumen. Yeah, you gotta play a little bit more patient now. You have the health advantage. You can't afford to do this. The unblockable comes in, and it's a happy birthday to Boot as well. The super comes out, and that will be enough. Razo ties us up once again.
Yeah, the Kermit the Frog super coming out to seal it. Oh, God.
Good old spaghetti hands.
Hi-ho, guys. Merkava the whatever the heck I am.
Spaghetti hands Jim, or whatever we call him out here.
This is tied up. This is true grand finals. 1-1. Hard fought between these players here.
Cross combo immediately. Can't get the punish, though, on the Merkava entry. And with this set up, will we get the compensation? Yes, we will on the Merkava, but Hakumen's going to interrupt him.
Safe setup right around the DP. Doesn't get a push block, even though they may have wanted one. But right now, we're building meter up. Not quite at 3. Unfortunate. The push block catches a happy birthday, but Hakumen drops out.
Taken to the corner. Just like that. Set to the ring. Are we going to get hit? Ooh, that Yumi's taking a lot.
Yeah, but no unblockable for the air. Hakumen only having a counter reversal action is unable to guarantee damage on the point from Ryazo.
Cross combo activation. See the parry from the Yumi, and we course correct back to the Hakumen right behind her.
Spectacular usage of that 6P, the tracking giant punch there. Able to pull out the reversal action, seals it, and now the sandwich pickup. The 4P not able to connect with that distance. Push blocks out of the unblockable setup.
DP setting up the wall with the fireballs. The counter on the DP, not invincible long enough to smoke Razo into the air. Now we're still on pretty even footing, I would say. Razo playing this one patient. So is Razo looking for her opportunity, maybe trying to, wanting to slice that amethyst.
Go sandwich setup, but there's the 4A. Doesn't confirm into a jump cancel. And the burst right when Yumi disappeared, that allowed Razo to stay safe for it entirely.
Locking it out. Cross combo activation. Yumi still not going to get a punish on the Merkava flight. And now 9 is down. Razo looking to take this final character, but Razo's going to find a huge score on the Hakumen, though first is coming out, so there's really not many opportunities for Razo to try and fade that out. DP twice in a row, because why not? Now in resonance. It's only a matter of time, so Razo spends resonance of her own, and that's the perfect time on the JC. Razo is going to take down this Yumi and bring us to a 2-1.
This is set point from Razo. Set point after going down winners finals in 3-1. With the team swap, Razo is now poised to take it with the Hakumen Merkava, a fan favorite, a tried, true, tested team, and it's so powerful to boot. Razo is in firm control of this set.
All right, immediately Razo going on the offensive, looking to open up Razo early, bright and early, but Razo's the one to get the warm. Cross combo.
Tried to burst bait there. The cross up and the intangibility on the teleports allow Razo to stay safe. But the 5Ps actually gave Razo some space herself.
Razo's representing that slice of the projectile a lot more often, but still, we're not able to get a whole lot off it as Razo just shifts his game plan whenever it comes out. Good block on the lows. This is going to be a massive happy birthday for Razo, potentially. Yes, we will. It's a super, but the super only hits one character.
Hakumen playing spectator the entire time, just chilling.
He's just chilling, charging up his blade, honing his art of the sword.
Ooh, 5C attempt comes out, but doesn't connect as Razo backpatches. Here's a burst right when the assist is called, makes it so much easier to find that guaranteed point. So much setup. The 6P takes a lot of time, but it covers so much space. The JB actually connecting from way up there.
Backing all the way up here.
Oh no! The pickup!
Yumi is down. Razo has to play this perfectly in order to get this win. We still have Resonance, though. We should be popping it pretty soon here. As soon as Razo starts threatening us, Morganite finds Mark. Razo still holding on to the... Oh, no, we can't spend that burst yet.
Yeah, we're locked out off of the punish, off the reversal action. Just gets hit and blocked on the bait. Riazo takes another hit to the cleaners.
Can't kill though, we don't have the super, but we're going to find another Morganite cross-up hit. Razo not blocking these, and Razo starting to stage this comeback, spending the resonance finally. Amethyst comes out, but Razo simply does not care. Amethyst, 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 finding these hits with the fist. Razo fishing for a cheeky parry hit, but Razo is the one to find an even bigger one, as this one might be close to killing here. Hold on, no, spends the mirror, but still can't quite get it. Razo jumping in the air to avoid the Morganite, but still alive.
Rampage time. There's the 4A anti-air attempt. Razo just tries to get close. Plenty of meter to get a kill here on both sides, no matter where we land.
2 bars, push block. Razo spending one of it. Razo sent back to full screen, having to get back in on the zoner. Sets up the mirror. Razo having to block it, having to respect it. But now Razo has his back up against the wall. He's trying to get out. The stall in the air with a teleport. It smokes out the parry. Razo still staying alive, not letting Razo have that win. What a massive comeback.
Just going for the hard call out, expecting Riazo to fall down early, but with those air dashes and teleports, it allows Riazo to stay and change their air momentum in such a way that it's unpredictable, truly, when we come down. But we're queuing up with the same characters, maybe a stage and song swap. What are we getting? What are we getting? Crowd, what are you feeling?
Razo is just staging his red carpet entrance as he's looking to take this right here, right now. But so is Razo. Game number 5, final game of this tournament in the Grand Finals reset. Round start, 9 Hakumen.
Slight walk back.
That is not what you want to see early on if you're Razo.
Yeah, we're going to go right back into the roots here. What's the setup? We're staying on the same side, calling our assist. Hakume's still there, but not getting punished. The flight staying well out, but the counter hit with the jump A.
Oh, this is looking like so Razo's game. We got burst, but can we punish it? Yes, we will. Hakume takes even more damage in return. Razo is in Razo's head, just playing this game. A reaction checks back and forth, sets up the rain, and now Razo has to hold this one.
Unburstable, tries to go for the super, the punish, and that's gonna be Merkava down. Hakume on a sliver of life. Riazo, full speed ahead.
No level resonance for Razo. We have such a huge hill to climb. We're going to spend the resonance right here. 15 seconds. Spends the super. We found a hit on the Yumi, but the 9 is still free to move.
Yeah, but this is resonance level 1, and the counter into the Rekka. Riazo, 3-2 on the Grand Finals reset. Our champion here for Blazblue cross tag battle at Combo Breaker All In Together.